Welcome back. This morning, we are catching up with the multi-talented Blair Underwood. He, of course, earned a Golden Globe nomination for his role as attorney Jonathan Rollins in the NBC legal drama series L.A. Law.
Right here on NBC. We'll turn back the clock for you right there. He also starred in hit films like Deep Impact and more recently, the limited series Self-Made, inspired by the life of Madam C.J. Walker.
Well, now, this is unique. Blair is presenting a historical fiction book written by filmmaker Joe McClean. It's called Sins of Survivors, a crime drama that's set in the 1930s of Detroit. Blair, good to see you again.
Great to see you. Peter, I look 12 years old in those L.A. Law books. I'm like, we were just talking about L.A. Law back in the day.
That was back in the day. Man, that was a killer cast. But this is interesting because it's a book presented by you, which not written by you, but presented by you, which I find fascinating. So
very important to say because I don't write, and I don't believe in ghostwriters. I believe whoever does the work deserves the credit, and that's Joe McClean who wrote this book.
There he is right over
Where's
there.
Joe? There's Joe right over there.
Yeah. Joe, what's happening?
So I was shooting a movie that Joe wrote, and I was directing and acting in, and on the set I said, hey, do you have a book? Do you have a novel in you? He said, absolutely, I do. And he brought this story to me, Sins of Survivors. But no, this is about the 7th or 8th book that I've presented. And the first one was maybe 15 years ago, and I realized that if I could help, beat the drums and let people know, come read this book, then I could get a book deal. But I really wanted other people who had either not been published, who deserved to be published, or people I've worked with before who have been published, who just came up with different stories.
Well, and this deserves to be read. So briefly walk us through this. This is about the Carter brothers that we first meet. I cracked into this weekend. I
love that.
They survived this atrocity deeply rooted in racism as children. They go on to have success as adults, but of course it's sort of those dreams, that ambition seems to come at a little bit of a cost.
Yeah, well, that's right. They start in Alabama, and then they move up to Detroit, specifically Black Bottom Detroit. I had not heard of this until I did a play about Black Bottom Detroit called Paradise Blue years ago. But it was this thriving, vibrant community, black community, all black-owned doctors, lawyers, candy shop makers, everything.
Kind of like Tulsa.
Kind of like, very much like Tulsa, Black Bottom Detroit. So there's also a music lane in there called Paradise Valley, which was all the greats, Ella Fitzgerald, Duke Ellington, all the greats came through there. In fact, there's a book called Before Motown, because this was the thriving, thumping place before Motown even existed. So it's about the Carter brothers, Ben and Jasper Carter, and they build this empire in Black Bottom Detroit. And it's really about, we got crime, we got love, betrayal, lust, forbidden love, all politics, and a lot of social commentary of the time.
It has everything. What do you think about bringing it to the stage or the screen?
See, I like the way you think, Laura. That's what I'm talking about. No, that's kind of how I got involved in this whole literary world, to really bring these projects to the screen and then maybe to the stage eventually, if it makes sense.
So, we alluded to the picture, the aforementioned picture from L.A. Law. I don't think it's any crime to admit you just turned 60.
No crime at all.
Yeah. So how is it feeling as you enter into this new era?
I love it. I'm newly married, actually 2 years now, and we have 9 kids between us. It's a big blended family.
Like a Black Brady Bunch.
It's like a Black Brady Bunch. That's right.
His own show.
That's Josie. That's right. But no, I'm loving it. Yeah, that's our wedding, and with all of our 9 adult kids. And, listen, our thing is we've raised our babies. Now it's our time to enjoy life, and we travel a lot. I see you all the time at Othello's opening night and the Met Gala. So every time I come to New York, I'm running into Al somewhere.
What project is on the horizon for you? Is there some project you still sort of eye in the back of your head?
Peter, man, my dream project is to play Marvin Gaye in a movie.
He's got the Marvin Gaye, though, too, right?
Wait, what are we doing to make this happen?
Well, listen, I'm putting the word out. I'm putting the word out there, Marvin Gaye. So, no, we're talking to some people, and, it's always been a problem with the rights, the musical rights, securing those rights, So that's a dance.
Has there ever been any talk about rebooting L.A. Law or a reunion?
We did a reboot 3 years ago. Corbin Burnson came back. I was in it, and a number of people. We did the pilot, and unfortunately, it did not move from there, which happens sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the Marvin Gaye biopic.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Man.
That would be amazing.
Well, the book, which is so great, called Sins of Survivors. Blair Underwood is always.
Yeah, it's a good one. In stores tomorrow.
All right.
Where books are sold.
Wherever you go.
That's right.
Buy your books.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.